Hi there, it's Dr. Bob. It's Monday, August 18th, 2008, bringing you our latest rendition of the Master Pattern Report. Today we're going to discuss a couple of things. Last week I neglected to give you some dates for big moves in the market. Um, Today was one day, Monday, and its market is down about 80 points. We figure it'll climb to somewhere over 150. And tomorrow, the 19th, is another day. And August 27th is another day that you can look for a huge move in the market. Um, I want to talk to you about two things today. I want to talk to you about um, understanding the future, knowing the future, and also about what's going on socio-politically, economically within our country. First off, I just want to say that how terribly disappointed I am in the American corporation in general. I think we're being led down a path of greed and avarice that that certainly has been seen before, but you would think that in a modern era, people would learn the futility of actions that don't incorporate everyone, don't incorporate the public, and as well as other institutions. There are a number of different areas that I can address, but I think one of the main ones lies in finance. We had this latest bill passed, the housing bill, that everybody's been celebrating, and the only thing that really did was, for all practical purposes, is bail out Bank of America. And now that's bad enough. You would think that they would have learned their lesson, but here we are, not even a week later, and Bank of America is pursuing a promotional course on the very same loans that got them in trouble, or at least ended up in the bad package arena. So I mean, and there are so many other things that are going on with corporations today. I don't have to go through it with you, but like in the stock market, that when they got rid of the pit boss and the uptick rule and a number of other SEC changes that are really negatively impacting the market and people within the market. As we became more globalized, it's becoming less and less um, protective of the United States and its citizens. We're becoming worldly citizens, global citizens, but that's not good for the United States, because the United States always has had, as far as the last century is concerned, the greatest standard of living. Now we're sharing it with the globe. So I don't think that that's a very good thing. I don't think that this whole notion about making more profits for our stockholders is something that we should all live by. There's nothing wrong with making profits, and I'm certainly a profiteer myself. But when you go to extremes to produce these things, or show that you're making profits, I mean, what the hell is wrong in saying that we lost money uh, this quarter? And I think that it behooves the public and investors to understand that nothing goes straight up, but corporate executives and decision makers seem to think that that's a crime, and that's ridiculous. It's not realistic, and it's producing false results, false concepts. Okay, so now let's talk about that. Let's talk about things things that go up, the future and whatnot. Some time ago, when I first discovered this program, I was trading. I started off trading soybeans, and I'll tell you what happened to me twice. Um, I knew when what the tops of the soybeans were, somewhere around 40 to 4405 at that time. This is back in the early 90s. And so I bought several contracts at, I think it was 30, 39, 38, something like that, and gave an order to sell at 405. Well, sure enough, soybeans go up to 405. I didn't get my order filled, and then went limit down. So I ended up, even though I knew exactly what the top was, I ended up losing money. This happened to me twice. And the reason I bring that up is because knowing the future is not everything that it's cranked up to be. Because even with that, you don't know how the things are going to happen. You may know what things are going to happen, but you don't know how they're going to happen, and that is very important. Last week, for instance, we made some investing errors, and even though we knew the market was going to be up and down, ended up losing 30%. And it was just plain stupidity, not understanding the system that we've tapped into. We're going to make up for that this week, however. But it's just curious how we think and how we get trapped into what we think. The master pattern in natural intelligence is more about seeing things as they are, not seeing things as we see them. Vast difference. One is reality, one is artificial, just playing a stupid game. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.